bitterly cold today. Got a bit of exciting news for myself, and maybe you'll find it interesting. On Saturday I drove about 6.5 hours to pick a new dog up, which is a German white-haired pointer. He is 9 months old. The breeder, they are terrific people, done a fantastic job, really know their stuff. The guy's been into all sorts of hunting and game keeping, and he's done everything. So it's come from a good line. I've seen the pedigree of the father and the mother. I've seen pictures, and they're really beautiful dogs. So today is the first time that I'm going to bring this dog out. We're calling him Bo. First time he's going to see the hawk, and the hawk's going to see the dog. I know the hawk's going to scream like crazy, so this is the first time, and over the week I'm going to start bringing it all together, and hopefully we'll build a relationship up like we have with this little dog here. Dog is with the hawk, so the hawk can go in if he wants. So although he's creating a bit, he could go inside. Anyway, that's enough for day one. So the hawk can go in if he wants. Creating a bit, he could go inside. That's enough for day one. The dog's not too bad. No. So we're getting some good progress now. Spent a little bit of time out here, and the dog is now pretty much ignoring the hawk. Probably settling down a little. I've been away for a couple of days picking that dog up, so he's going to be a bit high in weight, because I've, on my last catch, which was I think Friday, and I went Saturday morning, I gave him a right old feed up on it, on a rabbit, and I gave him more, well, my wife put more food in the tube, in the chute, than he certainly needed. I asked her to make sure that he was overfed than underfed, because it's been so cold. We had a nice combination with myself, the little Patterdale Chewy and the hawk for sure. We might see what happens. We might get some points with a pointer and put the little dog in where the bigger one can't get to, so I will use them both together as a team. Yeah, it's not too bad. An ounce over. Soon have that off you in this cold, mate, won't we? I'm taking the new dog down to my mate. He's stooping his Merlin, so we're going to immerse the new dog into hawking, make sure he realises that you can't touch these hawks. This is day one. We've been all around these hills this morning, all over these hills. Give him a good old walk with the other dog. They seem to be getting on well. Heel, and he's doing well. Quite pleased so far. This morning I had him out on an extendable lead, so I just want to get him healing on this short one, and then the extendable, get him healing on the short one, and then the extendable one he has a wander about, and I've got him coming back to the whistle, and that way I'll get him coming back and I can let him go straight away, because first he was sort of wanting to get away from me because he thought I was going to keep hold. So with the extendable, I was letting him go every time he came back as a sort of reward for coming back. He's very young, I mean 9 months. He's very young for a working dog to start training, so there's no real hurry. So I don't actually fly Merlins myself, but I'm often out with this lad, a mate of mine that flies Merlins and peregrines. And I think the Merlins are normally stopped flying by now, but he's still flying his very late in the season.
He's alright, don't worry. Just a bit nervous of him.
So that was good. We had a little run around the field there, and he's now off the lead, sticking with me. And he just followed me out, left them dogs and came with me already in just one day. Very pleased, very, very pleased. Hawk's having a little saw round now. Yep. Keep hold. Where are you? You see the way this hawk caught that. You've got to do with rabbit and dogs. He's wormed them regularly because rabbit are known to give dogs worms. And see what the dog does. If he shows a big interest all of a sudden, put him over the fence, let the hawk go. Dog's having a good sniff there. Now he's livening up a bit now, that dog. That's what he does. That's what we've been looking for. I'm going to put the hawk up. So there's a flushed 3 cock pheasants by the dog. Hawk has gone off, so I've got to call him back now. Didn't want him on them. Okay, we've got the hawk back. Now on my fist again, and we'll carry on. What a beautiful place. Couple of buzzards up there. Problem with this bit of permission, there's a valley there and a very steep wood, and if he does go after something in flight, which is not what I want today, it is a terrible route march through that lot, down through this bramble, which I have done before. I don't fancy that today. Of course, if he misses what he's gone for, eventually he will come back, but I can't wait to see whether he's caught it, because if he does catch it, then I've got to get him off of it before he eats 5.5 ounces to 6 ounces of meat. It never ceases to amaze me that that bird, that hawk, is flying free. He could go off anytime he wants. He doesn't have to follow me and come home. He could just go off wild. But he's got a choice, and he's chosen to stick with me. And he knows that we're finding food for him. He knows that I look after him. He's looked after well. As I say, it never ceases to amaze me. He's got his hawk eyes down there now, really intensely staring into this. And he knows I'm going to beat it for him. Is he thankful? I don't know. But I certainly like being his beater. Comes the little dog. So you can understand a little dog following you, which is nice. An animal, a different species, but to have a hawk that wants to be with you is special. In a spiritual, human sense, I'm not talking about religious, spiritual, I'm talking about something far, far more natural and earthly. As I've said before, there's a very natural element to hunting in a human, something that we've been doing for thousands of years in various ways. And we'd go out hunting with these hawks, not necessarily the Harris hawk, because it's quite new in falconry as far as we know, but we'd have gone out hunting for the pot. If you don't get something, then you are basically starving. So it's a very, very old tradition, thousands of years old, and I am privileged to be part of that continuation, and may it go on for thousands of years more. Sometimes you try and put things into words, feelings, very, very difficult, but it's an experience thing. This is that unless you're doing it and you've literally got a wild hawk, because he was wild when I got him, didn't want to know me, and now I'm his best mate. And there he goes. There's a cock pheasant. He's not going to catch it. I know that. That's too far away. Apologies for the sun. If it's in our eyes now, but as I say, that hawk, he knows me for that flush. I walked along here, flushed him up some possible food. He was a bit too far away, which is okay because I don't want him on the pheasant because of the avian bird flu, although there is none recorded so far around our area. It's miles away, but we're still sticking to the rules as best we can. Woody's taken flight on that cock pheasant. It's probably gone a couple of 100 metres, so I've got to go and track him down unless he decides to leave it and come back whilst I'm on the way. I'll have to get my tracking gear out again now. Here he comes. Look at that, beautiful. Day 2. Woody's sitting there. He's having a little bit of a scream, but dog's running around the garden. He's alright with Chewy, his little outing partner. Not long, it's all going quite well. Yeah, good boy.
Jack's face actually. You've got similar eyes and that. Yeah.
We're up to Jack's today. Another meeting. How old's Jack's, Lee?
3.5.
3.5. Lovely dog, eh? Come on, good boy, good boy. There's a good boy. Sit. Yeah, good boy. Day 2. Really pleased. More pleased than day 1. Cracking dog. See where the pheasant's been walking on there.
Look at the thickness of that.
I've got a leak here. I've got to do a bit of plumbing on it. Almost.
It looks like it's going in at a bit of an angle. It wants to take it out and push it back in again.
Hey, gonna get the hawk out now. I've just been out with the dog, new dog now for about an hour and a half. Quite a few miles, and he's had a good old walk. So he's in the garden. This is the first time he's seen the hawk out. I know I can lift this up if I need to. So we're going to have a little way up. Just got to get used to it. Down. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. So we're having a no-fly day today. He's still a little overweight from the feed up he had, picking the dog up. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Nice and steady, that dog. Chew, come on. This way.